Greetings to everyone imprisoned on the fake Earth under the aegis of a holographic moon, covering up the fact that the moon's actually been terraformed for decades. This is your beloved schizo YouTuber Madman. I'm in front of the dwarves area up here. I wonder if these are the Keldegrim dwarves, or if I guess they're the ones that hang around Falador. Anyway, it's been a fucking hot minute since I last did an upload. My mic quality might kind of suck. My little cable, my USB 2-A or -B, whatever the fuck it is basically hanging on by a thread, quite literally. It got bent. And on top of that, I have a proper mic cable that I bought to replace it, but I'm too lazy to install it. So we're going to record this, and then I will install it at some point, and you'll be able to see, hopefully, a jump in quality. But for now, you're going to have to endure this or get nothing. You are going to have to endure my laziness or unsubscribe. Those are your two choices. So we're going to do Dwarf Cannon. After this, I may do some more recording. I might actually go ahead and do the gnome quests. This is going to be a little person-themed stint of videos here. But for now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's not let the ADD or the ADHD take over. Let's focus, and let's talk to Captain Laugoff, which is a ridiculous name. And this dude has, like, man, his bracers are something else. He's been to the Dwarven Gold mining area to get those fucking things. This guy looks bigger than the other dwarves. Am I fucking hallucinating that? He looks like more of a Chad. I mean, he's got he's got age, he's got wisdom, he's got experience. That's what really makes you a Chad. It's not, I pinned 400 milligrams of testosterone to counteract the microplastics, and I got really buff for a few years and then let it all go to slack. That's not what makes you a Chad. What makes you a Chad is I'm mentally fortified. I have not only wisdom, but mental defenses against bullshit. That's what makes you a true Chad. Doesn't mean you should let yourself become physically a golem-like weakling, but it does mean that you should probably focus on mental development as well as physical. For a lot of people, the opposite's the challenge. For me, I had to get a fucking standing desk, get the blood pumping, because your brain needs blood. If you're gonna min-max your stats for brain over brawn, you still have to take care of your body. Okay, anyway, enough ranting. Let's talk to this guy. I'm putting it off because I don't know what fucking voice I'm going to give him. So we're going to have to come up with something on the fly. Some old man voice. Hello there.
Gothics be praised. The cavalry has arrived. Hero, how would you like to be made an honorary member of the Black Guard?
The Black Guard? What's that? Like, are you cops from the southern US or something? That's fucking racist, mate. I don't appreciate you characterizing a whole region like that.
You just did that. You made that characterization. Don't try to gaslight me. I've got mental defenses. I'm wise. You also characterized me like that. Are you stupid?
Sorry. Look, I'm just trying to make jokes for the video. I'm nervous. It's been a while since my last upload, all right? I don't know if I've still got it.
Don't worry, my lad. You're destined to be some kind of comedic clown, a mental comedy whore for the people. You've been programmed to do that by Project Dragonfly. You can try looking that up, by the way, but they've scrubbed most of the material.
Right. So, the Black Guard. Back to the quest that we're trying to do. What exactly is that?
What's that, he asks. What a sense of humor. The Black Guard is the finest regiment in the Dwarven army. Only the best of the best are allowed to join it, and then they receive months of rigorous training. However, we're currently in need of a hero, so for a limited time only I'm offering you, a human, a chance to join this prestigious regiment. What do you say?
So you're that desperate that you're recruiting outside of your, race?
Did I stutter or something? Yes. Are you wanting to join or not?
Sure. I'd be honored to join.
That's the spirit. Now, trooper, We've no time to waste. The goblins are attacking from the forests to the south. There are so many of them, they're overwhelming my men and breaking through our perimeter defenses. Could you please try to fix the stockage by repairing the broken rails with these new ones?
Sure, sounds trivially easy for someone with 60+ smithing.
Don't brag. I have 150 smithing.
Skills don't even go that high.
Not for you player plebs. For us NPC chads, they go as high as we want.
Well, I feel a bit emasculated.
Look, just take the railings.
The dwarf captain hands you the 6 railings.
6 railings? Satanic number. Oh my god.
The railings look like question marks or claws of some kind. Could they be evil? Could the dwarves secretly be nefarious? No, I'm just mentally ill. All right, let's check for the broken areas of the railing. Pretty sure you can visually see them. Yes, you can. It's like you have to inspect each individual texture in order to succeed at this quest. The railing's broken, it needs to be replaced. Well, look at that. I just do it automatically. Game's just doing everything for us these days. Might as well just make this whole quest into a series of QuickTime events. It's almost like this is a browser clicking game from 20 years ago. Ping, pong, ping. There we go. I don't have my sound on. I like the metal pinging sound effect is actually kind of fire. It's kind of lit. It's kind of got that audio drip. Oh, there's one right there.
Ah, listen to the sounds of the sea. The fresh sea air in a video game. While the real world deteriorates, at least we can take solace in the fact that we have nice, comfy games.
Now, I think that's all the busted rails, unless this is... No. Okay.
My old eyes, I'm struggling to see the texture differences. I'm over 30, I'm an old man now.
Alright, let's fucking inspect these nuts. Topical jokes. Oh god, I cut my fucking hand on this piece of shit. Time to sue the dwarves.
The guy's like, don't you know who our people are based on? We're the masters of suing. Good luck. Unless you've got a dwarven lawyer, you're screwed.
Now, was that 6? How many was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we need one more, and we should be cherry. Okay, I think that was 6. Let's have a chat.
Did you fix those railings yet?
What the fuck? Oh, I've got one left.
Duh.
Could have sworn that was 6. That's why I'm not a mathematician. I failed at me counting.
I keep thinking Lurgwife. I've been playing MTG a lot lately, and I've been fucking around with all the decks I have, so... Lurgwife is an old MTG card, so when I see fucking log off, I think Lurgwife. Forgive me, viewers, for I have sinned.
Well done, trooper. The goblins seem to have stopped getting in. Not that they appeared to be getting in before. Anyway, I think you've done the job.
Great. I'll be getting on then. How about that quest reward?
What? I'll have you jailed for desertion. Besides, I have another commission for you. Just before the goblins overran us, we lost contact with our watchtower to the south. That's why the goblins managed to catch us unaware. I'd like you to perform a covert operation into enemy territory to check up on the guards we have stationed there. They should have reported in by now. Probably laying about buggering each other or something. Progressive military legislations led to more insubordinate behavior while on duty than I've ever seen in my life.
Right. I'd make a joke about that, but I'm not even going to try. I'll see what I can find out.
Excellent. I have 2 men there. The dwarf in charge is called Gilob. Find him and tell him that I'll send him a relief guard just as soon as we mop up these remaining goblins.
Sounds easy enough. I'll see you soon. Okay, so now we have to go to the fishing guild. I don't think it's faster to teleport to Catheter and then, or Camelot, whatever the fuck. I was making a joke about Catherby. Failed at doing that. Basically, I don't think it's faster to teleport to Camelot and then try to run southwest. So I'm just going to go ahead and fucking hoof it over here. While we do that, I anticipated some running as part of this quest, since I don't have all the teleports unlocked that I should. While we're doing that, I wanted to talk about my stats. While I was fucking around and not making videos, mostly I wasn't even online, but before I took a break to play fucking Valheim, because they did an update to that game, and I love that fucking game. Before I did that, I did play on this account without recording, and I did a bunch of leveling, and I don't know when the last time I went and looked at my stats for you guys and did an overview. You guys, by which I mean the two people who watch this. And the Mossad agent probably assigned to evaluate me, a demon placed in a human body using Project Monarch. Anyway, point is, you guys haven't seen my stats in a while. So, here we are. I am currently working towards 65s in attack and strength at least, also defense probably, so that I can get into the Warriors Guild. And the reason I'm doing that is I want to do Heroes and Legends quest, get those out of the way as soon as I can, and also Recipe for Disaster I think requires those at some point. So yeah, basically, did I get distracted and fucking skip a fucking step? Am I supposed to just go look at the guard at the watchtower stuff? Oh, okay. We didn't have to go this far. We do have to go here eventually. Anyway, regardless, one of our goals is going to be 65 attack, 65 strength moving forward to get to the Warriors Guild, get access to those sweet, sweet pre-made plain pizzas, or whatever they are. The pizzas that you can just put anchovies on. Those are fantastic. As well as many other boons, including the Rune Defender, which will probably be our best in-slot defensive weapon for a very fucking long time. Not defensive, but offensive, excuse me. We do have granite shields. I think we have 3 of them to be exact. But anyway, I did some leveling on those stats. We're almost 75 fletching. I do want to try to get to 85 to make that our primary money-making method, since it's not dependent on trading, which we can't do, and it's also not dependent on any less quick, more annoying skills to level up than woodcutting and fletching, which are like the easiest, most AFK skills in the game. Some of the most, anyway. So that's going to be a great money-making method. Again, this account only exists to do quests and to voice them for fun. So we don't need stupid, insane Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, AI vampire levels of money. We just need enough cash to easily do these quests. That's all we need. We don't need to go nuts and become an elite. We just need to have enough money for utilitarian concerns. So I'm pretty sure is the guy's skeleton up here? Is that where it is? Oh, I managed to climb down the ladder. It's a 50 IQ move there. Okay. There we are. Dwarf remains. Poor bastard. Let's take a look at him. Well, the skeleton's either J. Ballman from Red Letter Media, or it's a dwarf. And since J. Ballman doesn't exist in this universe, as far as I know, I'm guessing it's the dwarf. This must be what remains of Gilub. I should bring these bones back to the captain, so they can have a proper burial. Right. Being very ceremonial and sanctimonious in this quest. The dwarves are bros. They have their obsession with their gems and shit, but gems are kind of weird. The new age kind of watered down popular bullshit interpretation of the significance of gems notwithstanding, because that is horse shit. Gems are very fucking strange. If you look into actually what they are and you compare them to other quote-unquote non-living substances, gems are fucking weird, man. Like, I'm not saying anything specific, I'm just saying gems are very fucking strange. It's not just, ooh, they make optical effects on our primitive eyes and they're shiny. It's like, no, they're actual, like, chemical and atomic structure is almost creepy. Like, it's weird how uniform they are. They are like manifestations of anti-chaos, like chaos trying not to be chaotic on its own with no sentience. Like, they're fucking strange. Anyway, don't listen to me, I'm just a madman. Let's do this quest. Hello again.
Have you been to the watchtower yet? You've been gone a while. Did you go all the way over to the ranging guild and back or something?
No, not at all. I'm definitely not that unfocused and pathetic. I have some terrible news for you, though, Captain. The goblins overran the tower. Honestly, it's a bit incompetent of you not to have noticed, since the tower is within visual sight of where I'm standing right now. Like, I can actually see it. I can see a goblin right there. I can even right-click on him. The fact that your people didn't notice that, it's pretty pathetic, mate. Anyway, the goblins overran the tower and your guards fought, but we were overwhelmed. You give the dwarf captain his subordinate's remains.
I can't believe it. Well, actually, holding his bones in my hands, it's actually quite easy to believe. Gila was the finest lieutenant I had. Well, we'll give him a fitting burial. But what of his command? His son, Lolok, was with him. Did you find his body, too?
No, there was only one body there. At first I thought it was Jay Ballman.
Oh, that's understandable.
I searched pretty well. I mean, I spent like a whole second and a half up there.
Well, we can't expect you to pay more attention than that, given that you have ADD. The goblins must have taken him. Please, trooper, seek out the goblins' hideout and return the lad to us. The goblins always attack from the southeast, so they must be based down there. And I don't mean based in Red Pill, I mean instantiated or enhived or whatever word you'd like to replace based with. They're living there is what I'm saying.
Right, I got that. Based is kind of fallen out of favour. It's like, it's one of those things, like those internet terms, that as soon as the boomers catch on to it, it's like they do so right at the tail end of its popularity. So, yeah. As soon as you hear a boomer trying to use an internet term or like some kind of colloquialism or slang, chances are it's an indication it's just passed out of popular use. That said, I'll see if I can find their hideout. Okay, so now I think this is where we go to the fishing guild. Okay, yeah. This is indeed that stage of the quest. I'll do another voice to try to fill the boredom void between quest steps. That's basically this entire series. If you don't like it, fuck you. Man, I forgot how much I enjoyed this. The unfortunate thing about me and voice acting is, I don't know, I need to adjust my chemical loadout. I seem to need not a lot of alcohol, but just a little bit, like to just to sort of get that liquid courage, that confidence. I can't seem to induce that state of confidence in myself without chemical assistance. And it's not like it's some exorbitant, over the top, like I'm the best guy ever type thing. It's like, no, to get to like basic levels of performance, like maybe I guess I need to be on Xanax or something. I don't know what the fuck I need to do. I've tried working out. That doesn't work. It just makes me tired. I get tired and grumpy, and I hate being sweaty. So yeah, that's not an option. People saying, "Oh, you just have to punish your body enough." It's like I've punished it. Like I've beaten the shit out of it. That's not the problem. The problem is my shitty brain. Okay, so fishing. Okay, so it's the cave down here. This is the cave with the fucking rock golem spirit from that other quest. Is it this trapdoor? Okay, there's a giant scorpion. We're gonna get out of here. Fishing guild southeast corner. Okay, it must be this cave down here then. Oh, the one with the goblin outside. Yeah, this is the one with the person enspelled into the wall here. Okay, the northwesternmost room, blah-de-blah. All right. This passage, or is it the middle one?
Is it the middle path, the far right, or the far left? There are only 3 choices. In this world, you must choose one. or be lost to oblivion.
All right, let's see. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah.
I'm guessing the place with lots of goblins. This just might be where I need to go. I have a sneaking suspicion that this is the place. You search the crate, but find nothing.
That's too much like my life. I think every time I have like a pathetic thought, I'm going to use the fucking Adam Lanza iDubbbz voice from the Romeo and Juliet episode. Holy fuck. I have to admit, it's egotistical and it's narcissistic as fuck. But I've rewatched that. Like of all the I don't usually rewatch these past figuring out if they're okay to upload, but the one episode I keep going back to is that one. I think that one's so fucking funny. That's a damn good episode. I'm fucking proud of it. I'll say it. I'm proud of that shit. Northernmost crate by the east wall. So is it this one? Should be this one.
Thank the heavens you saved me. I thought I'd be goblin lunch for sure. I'm not really into vor, so, again, thank you very much for getting me the fuck out of here.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I think so. I better run off home to Australia.
That's right. You get going. I'll catch up.
Thanks again, brave adventurer.
I think I gave him an Australian accent solely because of the fucking Mohawk. I was thinking Mohawk equals Mad Max equals Australia. That was the connection that my fucking brain made. Association chain activated. Mohawk equals 1980s apocalypse equals Mad Max equals Australia equals
G'day, mate.
That's how my fucking brain works. If you want to, it's like I want to I want to fucking be. Again, this is some ego narcissism shit, but it's like imagine. Oh fuck. What the fuck? This isn't supposed to happen unless I start this quest, is it? What the fuck? That cutscene is fucking horrifying. Anyway, my point was, I was gonna say it would be great to be the subject of a David Attenborough special on people with ADD or ADHD, especially undiagnosed or not so bad that it even warrants a diagnosis. Just people with shitty brains, people who are spoiled, fucking unfocused, unhealthy human beings, and just do the David Attenborough AI thing where you take his AI and be like, all right, say this, and have him say
This white male was born in 1991, just after the fake collapse of the Soviet Union that they did as a psyop to convince the West to lower its guard so that they could continue infiltrating its academic and political institutions. Many white males born in this era tend to exhibit a helicopter parent type of psychosis caused by excessive parental protection. Boomer parents were simultaneously overprotective of their children, but also they thought of their children almost as gods, especially if they were involved in Project Monarch, with or without their knowledge. Anyway, these parents not only overprotected and sheltered their children, but also over-encouraged them for very small and insignificant achievements. This gave these children a very serious complex about their own achievements, and also a desire for greater punishment. This, coupled with the fact that many boomer parents still used physical punishment on their children, creates an even greater percentage of individuals with very strange sexual fetishes and psychoses. These children often have meaningless, totally lost lives as a result of this, looking for someone to blame, but if they're intelligent, failing to blame themselves, society, or even their parents for their circumstance. And even though they often pass through a period of nihilism, eventually they reach a point where they just play video games and want the world to slowly collapse and burn, because it's offered them nothing, and they are incapable of offering it anything in turn.
Some kind of stupid shit like that. I would love that. That's a skit that needs to happen. Someone needs to make that. The guys making World Peace 2, they need to do a David Attenborough parody, but they've already got all the skits made for that. So that ship has sailed, as it should have. They've got better ideas than me. They're the comedy masters of this generation, until they run out of shit. But evidently they haven't. I'm really glad they got Charles back. Charles is he's crazier than I am. But he's also, as a result, he's highly insightful, and he can do some crazy, amazing shit with that mind of his. He keeps the door of perception a little sort of like door stopped open a little further than I can handle, but I do get similar vibes that he does at times from just sort of being a fucking weirdo. So like when he does like comedic bits that have like fractal irony where the I can't tell to what extent he actually believes what he's saying, or he's trying to placate the demographic that he's fleecing, which is also other sort of mentally deranged people. It's fascinating to speculate about, but at the end of the day, you can't really tell. And a lot of comedy is like that. Internet-based comedy is, in general, because the internet is a neutered communication medium. You have no body language. You have no eye contact, no facial muscle movement. Unfortunately, olfactory stuff matters too. You can't even like if a person's nervous and they're sweating, you can smell it. Like there's all these human communication elements that are totally excised from internet communication. So I think we replace them all with irony, like copies of irony. So that's why we have all these internet-based methods of communication and humor that are all like, oh well, because I can't make eye contact or look at the person's face or look at their body language or hear what their body is doing creaking in a chair or smell their sweat or whatever. Because I can't do any of that, I'm just going to replace all those expected stimuli with like levels of irony. So the MDE guys, like they grew up with a certain type of awareness of that medium. And it shows in their work. That's why their work is so salient. It's so excellent because they understand that whether they're aware of it or not, it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean they're stupid if they're not aware of it, or if they're half aware of it. That's not relevant. The point is that the product that they're making, the comedy that they make, is so fucking amazing because, they're steeped in that type of medium. Like anybody under the age of like 35 these days, millennials and Zoomers are steeped in that. The Zoomers, I don't think they've fermented enough as a generation yet. They haven't matured enough for people to take a sip and go like, this is what their mentality. Like they're still kind of, you got to leave them in the barrel a bit longer. Don't be premature about that. Let them, let them get over Fortnite like we got over Minecraft and fucking Skyrim, and let them get a feel for the landscape before you judge them. Don't say they're geniuses. Don't say they're ignorant. Give them another 4 or 5 years. Anyway, enough of that nonsense. Let's talk to this guy. Let's advance this quest.
Hello, has Lolk returned yet? He has, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Without you, he'd be a goblin barbecue. Oh, a goblin shit pile. Right, always a pleasure to help. In that case, could I ask you for one more quest step? When the goblins attacked us, some of them managed to slip past my guards and sabotage our cannon. I don't have anybody who understands how it works, which makes no sense, but it's a quest, so fuck you. Could you have a look at it and see if you could get it working? All right. I've got no knowledge of this machine either, but I'll see what I can do. Thank you. Take this toolkit, you'll need it. Report back to me if you manage to fix it.
All right. The dwarf cannon itself. Okay, so I think what we have to do is use the toolkit here.
Do we destroy it? I don't know.
Nothing interesting happens. Okay. Oh, use the hook tool. Okay, just a minute now. The OSRS guide may not be accurate. Ooh, okay, we gotta... Maybe I can use the toolkit on the parts. Okay, what the fuck do we do? Okay, inspect it. Which tool would you like? Okay, here we go. The hook tool. Oh, safety switch. Okay. Those are the pliers. Very good. The spring is the hook. The hammer. Should be the tooth. Oh, just a minute. The tooth tool left on the gear located. Gear? Ah. Cool. Okay. Guess we're done.
Hello again.
Hello there, Trooper. How are things?
Well, I think I've done it. Take a look.
Well, I don't believe it. Seems to be working perfectly. I seem to have underestimated you, Trooper.
Not bad for a non-dwarf human, eh?
No, not bad at all. Your effort is appreciated, my friend. Now, if I could figure out what the thing uses as ammo...
You're telling me you don't even know what it uses as ammo? How long has it been since I've used this thing, mate? Maybe goblins wouldn't be slaughtering your men if you actually had working artillery here. I don't mean to be a prick, but for fuck's sake, it's just not believable as a story point in a quest that you wouldn't even know what ammo's involved in this fucking thing.
Look, I didn't write the quests. I'm just enslaved here as an NPC. Jesus Christ, mate. Give me a fucking break.
Right, I'm sorry. You don't deserve to be blamed for the Jagex writer's mistakes. Neither do the Vscape devs, but they do deserve blame for the dialogue box errors. Those are very easily fixable as far as I know.
Yes, they are, and I don't think they've fixed any of the ones you've pointed out. Perhaps out of spite for you pointing them out in the first place, although I don't want to perform any armchair psychoanalysis.
Right, that would also be a dick move.
Anyway, the Black God forgot to send instructions. I know I said that was the last favor, but...
What now?
I can't leave this post. Could you go to the Black God base and find out what this thing actually shoots?
You know, I was going to make a joke about being able to guess it probably fires fucking cannonballs, but I feel like I'm just treading over already trodden ground. I suppose I'll do it.
That's great. We were lucky you came along when you did. The base is located just south of Ice Mountain. You'll need to speak to Nulodin, the dwarf cannon engineer. He's the weapons development chief for the Black Guard, so if anyone knows how to fire this thing, it'll be him.
Okay, I'll teleport to Falador then.
Right. It is fucking Falador that's near Ice Mountain.
Let's double check, because I haven't opened this game in a month.
Yep. Okay. Zip, zap, zoop. Okay. This guy's name sounds a lot like Numidian, which is the giant fucking dwarven Dwemer robot from Elder Scrolls 3. Which I, to my shame, I've not played it. I am waiting on the graphical update for it because in my particular personal subjective instance, I skipped that whole generation of like early 3D, like everything from N64 to like 2003 PS1 early PC shit. I never played that. So I don't have any nostalgia to like compensate for how shit things look. I love pixel art from before that, and I love 2004 and up decently lit graphical PC games like Doom 3, Fear, Half-Life 2, that kind of shit. Like I can deal with that, but the shit that's from like 1997 to like 2003 or 2002, I fucking hate it. It just looks like triangles to me, which is stupid because I'm playing this, but I had a different standard for this because it was a fucking browser game, and I couldn't play WoW. I wasn't allowed to play WoW as a kid, so I played this instead, which I think is a lot of people's situation. Their parents were like, not that World of Warcraft game, it's stealing people's souls. And it's like, oh, can I play this instead? It's European medieval World of Warcraft simulator without the giant shoulder pads. Okay. Anyway, my point is I never played, as a consequence of that, any of those games from that era. So Morrowind, I'm like, when I've tried to play it and I fucking can't do it. I'm like, this just looks like triangles to me. Like, I played Oblivion, where the face animations look like fucking demonically terrible. And there's literally 4 voice actors for the whole game, and there's one guy who did all the dungeons. It's not a great game. The skill system is kind of jank, but it's kind of fun, depending on your preference. But that game I loved. But, you know, I never got to play Morrowind in its time. I had a friend who was obsessed with it, who used to talk to me about it, and I love like the lore of it. But because I never played that, I never got to experience the whole Numidium thing. So I'm waiting on a remaster of that. So hopefully I can experience that. The reason I bring this up is, again, this guy's name is basically Numidium, New Milidon, whatever the fuck it is. Some kind of... Here it is. Nulodion, yeah, that's a reference to fucking Morrowind. All right, let's talk to him here.
Hello there. Can I help you?
Captain Logoff sent me. He's having trouble with his cannon.
Of course. He's a complete idiot. I taught him how to use the damn thing 2 months ago, but I think he's going senile. He totally forgot about how I, went through every single aspect of its function. Let me guess. He let it deteriorate and break.
Yeah, that's about the size of it.
Of course. Oh, shit, you know what? We forgot to send the ammo mold.
It fires a mold.
No, you moron. It fires cannonballs made in a mold. Here, take these to him. You bloody humans. It's amazing you've survived this long. The instructions explain everything.
That's great, thanks.
Thank you, adventurer. The Black God will remember this. Now run along and play.
I can't help but think I'm being condescended to.
No, not at all.
Not at all. Okay, let's get the fuck back to this guy and finish this quest. So great this teleports in the game. God damn. Oh, before this was much more of a pain. Now, is there still a ninja imp here that I told people was here? And probably no one came and got it. Let's check. Oh, somebody may have got it. Did somebody get it? Nope. Another ninja imp despawned because no one was paying attention to the global chat. I don't blame them. Global chat is usually pure cancer, but, you know, it is what it is. It's part of what makes this game fun. It's raw. It's a little bit cancerous, you know. Another quest that I'm going to be doing soon, in fact, possibly before the gnome ones, is a waterfall quest, which I still haven't done. That might actually get us to 65. Probably not. It'll get us like maybe much XP. Oh no, that'll get us to 63. Okay, that's not bad. Yeah, we should do that. We should do waterfall quest. What do you think, guys? Vote in the chat. Out of the 2 people who watch, if 2 out of 2 of you want me to do waterfall, I might actually do it. Hi.
Hello, trooper. Any word from Nulodion?
Yes, I have spoken to him. He gave me an ammo mold and some notes to give to you.
Ah, of course. Right. We make the ammo. This is great. Now we'll be able to defend ourselves. I really don't know how to thank you.
You could give me a cannon.
Ha! You'd be lucky. These things are worth a fortune. I'll tell you what, though. I'll write to the cannon engineer requesting him send you one. Sell you one. Excuse me. I don't want to get your hopes up. He controls production of the cannons. He won't be able to give you one, but for the right price, I'm sure he'll sell one to you.
Sounds interesting. Too bad I'm not going to play enough on this account to justify it, and I'll train ranged with far cheaper and faster methods, but I might take you up on that. Congratulations, you've completed the Dwarf Cannon quest. You're awarded 1 quest point, 750 crafting XP, permission to purchase and use the Dwarf Multi-Cannon quest 173. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
and everybody else watching, who's definitely cooler for not identifying as a lady or a gentleman. This is Madman, thanking you for watching it again and enduring my ranty crap. And I do hope you derive some enjoyment from the series. I will be uploading hopefully a few more videos over the next couple days, since life has kind of knocked me on the head a little bit, and I'm just using this series to cope, as I usually do. And I do appreciate your support, in whatever form it may take. Again, thanks, guys. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're stable and happy and able to find some purpose and meaning in your life. That's what's important. Yeah. Peace and love. And peace out.